Hi guys, we're here to talk today about the not so resilient Jenkins. Boy oh boy, Steph went on a complete rant. She had so much to say and I want to talk about it. So I'm going to be reading in this video. If you want to listen only, there's not a whole lot to look at until later in the video. I'm going to show a reference photo because it needs to be talked about. So she says, since I truly feel like I gotta break everything down for y'all, I intentionally showed how close my son is playing to the trash cans because I have on more than one occasion urged/encouraged him to play in the grass area away from the trash. However, if you know anything about children on the spectrum, and toddlers, honestly, too, they can be particular in their ways. He is set on grabbing the rocks from the left of me and bringing them over to the bench to drop them. So, all of a sudden now, she has realized I'm going to mention that my son's on the spectrum in every single video. Even though for the longest time I wasn't going to acknowledge it and it's nobody's business, now I'm going to drop it into videos whenever I see fit. I knew she was going to do this. She continues, so we researched a little bit and I thought we would try this sensory box. My plan is to slowly move the box further into the yard area and away from the trash bins. I also plan to try different toys or sensory objects, though most of the time he loves dirt, rocks, and water. God forbid we have nature-loving kiddos. Y'all know how I feel about kiddos. I'm not going to beat it in this video, but your children playing with rocks and dirt and loving nature and stuff, I totally get that. But what you're failing to recognize or acknowledge at all is that y'all are living in a location where your children playing with what they think might be rocks or dirt or whatever could be something that they should not have their hands on. You are not in a controlled environment. You are not playing in your backyard. You are playing in an area where many other people are residing, and who knows what they're throwing on the ground. You're not in, I love the idea of kids playing outside. I love the idea of kids going in the backyard and digging in the dirt, but you're not in a controlled environment. And therefore, you are setting them up to possibly pick up something that they should not even be remotely close to. And you know it wouldn't be Steph if she didn't address haters. She said, let's further break it down for the hater in the back. Hi, I'm the hater in the back. This was an immediate need for our son. He was playing too close to the designated smoking area. And I point this out before it be pointed out as something we neglected to consider. We saw a need for immediate action and long-term solution. Immediate action is taking care of the need we see needs to be met for the safety or comfort of our children in our current situation. It's just really crazy to me because this would be like somebody taking their child to, some random parking lot where people have been throwing trash and who knows what they're throwing on the ground, and just telling their kid, okay, go ahead and play right here, even though you don't know what they could be touching. This may look like anything else, providing another form of entertainment or managing clothing needs as they arise. Long-term solution, continue to work on our goals with our housing plan, keep pushing towards the housing environment our children truly deserve. So here's my problem. You want to say that your kids, you're doing your best right now and all of this kind of stuff. You're not doing your best, because doing your best would have, number one, making sure that your rent was paid so you're not living in a shelter. Number two, it would be taking what you can right now instead of sitting in a shelter that is literally one room and listing out these things that your house must have. oh, it needs a backyard, it needs 4 bedrooms, it needs this. Like, imagine having a laundry list of wants when you're living in a single room with 5 children and another adult. And on top of it, you not working, your bum man not working, and you're just expecting to go super viral on social media. Or like, the expectation is sad fish and grifts so we can get money, and hopefully somebody at some point in time will come along and give us a 4-bedroom house. The lack of logic here is astounding, and it never gets better. Now, here's the part that really pissed me off. Also, you ain't about to point out my boy's diaper like I didn't change him. I had already changed him about 40 minutes before this video, and my boy loves to hydrate, especially while outside. What you're seeing is a boy who's about to come right back inside 45 minutes later after this video was taken and will be showered, fed, cuddled, and watch Miss Rachel. I don't believe you. Okay? I simply do not believe you. I think that you always have an answer ready. Any answer to not make you look like a neglectful, lazy mother. Please know I'm generally a nice person. I want no drama with anyone, but I will stand up and speak when I feel our parenting is being questioned. Both Drew and myself love our kids with all of our being. Whatever that means. Just because we don't share every plan we have doesn't mean we have zero plans or ambition to change our situation. Now, the problem with her is I go back to square one. I don't believe anything she says. I don't think that they are planning. I think that they are waiting for something to be handed to them. And I think that they expect social media to just pay the way. I don't believe that there is any ambition. I don't believe there's any resilience. I don't think that there is any point where you don't make yourself the victim in your situation, while simultaneously defending a literal bum. Both of y'all refuse to work. It's absolutely insane. She also shared a video where they had to go stay one night in another room. It's just really funny at this point because, of course, the PS5 comes along and she mentions these Govee lights. I guess that they, according to Steph, they calm her kid's aura. I don't know anything about these lights, but I can tell you that what doesn't calm a kid's aura is being in a single room with a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of noise, constant chaos, and that's just been what's happened, unfortunately, for these kids.
Hotel room again. Now, if you've been following us for a while, you may know we are a family of 7 that is currently homeless living in a motel room. The motel that we currently stay at has an extended stay policy where you stay for more than 28 days. You have to go stay at another one of their locations for a night. Did y'all just catch my baby? He always be giving me back kisses. I think it's just the sweetest thing and I had to mention it. Anyways, let's get back to it. So the manager of the place that we're staying at let us know, hey, you guys need to pop over to the other place for a night. Bring it on us kind of last minute if I do say so myself, but hey, we getting kind of good at this. This time I didn't forget the toothbrushes. That was like the first thing I grabbed because I did forget them last time and I deeply regretted that. Made sure to grab our Govee lights, and yes, that's important, especially for our kiddo on the spectrum. It's actually the first thing we set up when we got to the other spot. We made sure to get that red light going. Immediately calmed all of the kids' auras. Also, Lord knows y'all like to troll on everything you can. You slow down the video to catch whatever you possibly can. So yes, the PS5 is in there. And guess what it got used for? Miss Rachel. More or less everything we grab is to make sure the kids are comfortable wherever we're at. Try to make sure we can create some kind of family-like environment wherever the freak we go, and we create resilience. And if you can't stand that, get up and go. Bye.
She also went on this other rant on a sub-only video where she really drags her mother. I'm over Steph talking badly about her mother. You talked bad about your mother when it suited you. Once she felt comfortable enough to share her side of things and her lived experience, then you want to come and say how evil and crazy your mother is. I'm not here for it. Frankly, I don't believe her.
I've been doing a little bit of just praying and gathering myself before I start a video because I don't want to present a fake person. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to present as much of myself as I possibly can, that I'd be awkward as frick in front of a camera. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about something y'all probably think I have no room to speak on, but I do. What makes a good mom is constantly trying to better yourself, notice your flaws, notice your faults, admit them, work on them, and try to do better. I think that I don't wish that I could just call my mom and be like, yo, it's Grammy's turn. I need a break from these babies. And she was just an awesome mom that y'all claim that she is, and I could trust her with my babies. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Who doesn't want a grandma or grandpa in their corner? Me and Drew got none of that. You know, his dad passed away pretty young. My dad hasn't been in the picture for years. And then my mom is a whack job. So, yeah, I wish to God that I had a mother that I could call on to help me with my kiddos. But that's not the case. I think I got what people are seeing when they say, oh, she's got these confidence issues. You can just see it and stuff. It's not confidence. It's identity. Because I sure as hell do look like my mother. And that's going to mess with you when you grew up with such a childhood as I did. Like, I cannot believe the amount of people that come at me like she's some kind of heroic person. That just shows me your character, quite honestly. Not going to say names, but y'all say you buddy with my mammy. Tells me exactly who you are. So I ain't worried. That's why I just let God tell me when to speak and when to close my mouth. It'll all come out.
But anyway, that's the update on these two bozos. Just the complete opposite of what good parents are. And I think most of us agree on that. But anyway, I'm going to move on. So for now, if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.